Hi, welcome to the lecture of nutrition. This is just going to be a beginning part. We're going to start with some terminology. So first is diet. This is everything we eat or drink, everything you consume, every liquid, whether from water to a lifesaver. An adequate diet says that it meets all the nutritional needs and provides protections for periods of increased needs such as stress or illness. Or do we want to look at it and say, I don't have anything in reserve, and so if I do get sick, I need perhaps vitamin C, or if I'm having surgery, I might need some protein, or things like that. We're going to look at all our vitamins and our minerals and see just what it does and when we should increase it and what should we never increase. We're going to ask you to keep a journal and write down everything that you consume. Nutrition. This is the manner in which the body utilizes the nutrients in the foods it eats. Not everybody might consume the nutrients at the same rate. If you are an athlete, you're going to need perhaps a lot more carbohydrates than somebody who's not as active. If you are elderly, there may be certain foods you might be consuming, but your body is slow and it's not breaking it down and you're not getting the nutrients from it. If you have a food allergy, such as a gluten allergy, bread, you can get vitamin B from certain whole grains, but if you have a food allergy, gluten allergy, your body's not consuming that. So we're going to look at things like that. Malnutrition. So mal means bad. So this is just a bad diet, whether it's over or under. So the first type of malnutrition is under. This is a lack of healthy nutrients, and of course you can't grow, your brain can't think, you're more prone to diseases. Here you have a picture. We've all seen these of third world country. They're just huge amount of lacking proper nutrition and enough of nutrition. And overnutrition. This is too much. This is also can be, as dangerous as mal. And you can get diabetes, you can get cancer, obesity can be a real problem, especially in the United States. What is health? Health is more than your physical health. It's also your mental and your social well-being. So it's merely not, I'm healthy, I don't have a cold. What's your overall health? That's what health is. Nutrition and dental health, are they interrelated? Well, of course they are. You know that. So good nutrition leads to development and the maintenance of healthy gum tissue and your teeth. And of course unhealthy, if you are constantly eating sugar, having soda, of course your tissue is now becoming inflamed, you're getting cavities, you don't want to eat, you're losing teeth, and it becomes a cycle. Well, how do you get a cavity? So there's three facts. One is an unprotected tooth. That's what you're going to start with. What does that mean, unprotected? It means that the tooth does not have sealants on it. It doesn't have a crown on it. There's nothing that's covering it, that's protecting it from getting a cavity. So you have it just so it's just a tooth. So a tooth, so then bacteria. Bacteria is found in our dental plaque, and every single person has this. So we always have bacteria in our mouth, even after cleaning. Shortly after you have a cleaning or shortly after you brush your teeth, it starts developing. And then you have sugar, and sugar is in any form, whether it's carbohydrates or fruit or vegetables. All that stuff will break down to being sugar in the mouth. The only thing that's not sugar is water and protein. So these are the three factors, and how do they work together? Here's a little picture about it. So the sugar plus the bacteria, when those two meet, it forms an acid, and it's actually this acid that now eats away the healthy tooth, and that's how you get a cavity or decay. To reduce caries, we need to control sugar. So the factors to consider is how much are you taking and how long is it in your mouth. It's always better, I'm craving for some sugar, I want to have some candy. It's great not to have any candy, but when you do have candy, it's better to consume something that you're going to eat and it's going to be gone. You can brush your teeth and it's gone, as opposed to something that's sticky, taffy, raisins, something like that that could actually stick on your teeth, these gummy bears, they could stay there for a long period of time. Also a lifesaver, sugary lifesaver, that's sucking in your mouth for a longer period of time. So longer it's in your mouth, and then what's the consistency? Those are things you want to think about. So sugar can be found in many forms. So if you're looking at labels, um, these are some of the titles where sugar will be: corn sweetener, fructose, maltose, which is found in milk, raw sugar, dextrose, glucose, honey, and so on. So you'll look at the label, and the closer it is to the top means that that's more that it has. So here you'll see the corn, and milled corn, I mean, corn is a carbohydrate, which is going to break down to sugar. Rice, that's sugar. Brown sugar, that's sugar. So the three first ingredients of this is sugar. And then you want to look on the other side and say how much actual sugar it has. So it's telling you it has 3 grams, but look at the carbohydrate. It has 25. All of that, 25 grams, will break down to sugar in your mouth when you're to go towards getting a cavity. More carbohydrate facts. Every time a person eats a form of carbohydrate, so this is, like we said, whether it's a fruit, an apple, or whether it's a cupcake, um, the bacteria in the teeth combine with the sugar produces 20 minutes of acid attack. So remember we said, oh, that combines. There's this acid and it's making the cavity. So if it's a liquid or a soft foods, it's 20 minutes. If it's sticky foods, it's 40 minutes. Continuous, if you're constantly snacking all day without brushing in between, then it'll start over again. And acid leads to demineralization of the enamel, which then leads to decay. So the demineralization just means that's the first step before it goes into making a cavity. Some of you may have braces and you may have these white spots on your teeth from the braces. Not really from the braces, but because you couldn't brush your teeth as well with braces, your teeth are starting to get this demineralization, that beginning of a breakdown. It's not a hole yet, it's not a cavity yet, but that's the beginning. So it's telling you to read your labels. See which items have more carbohydrates and sugar, and try to select foods and snacks with lower amount. Popcorn, apples, carrot sticks, vegetable sticks, cheese. Now cheese cubes would have typically does not have any, but sometimes it will have the maltose, which is from milk. So you want to substitute that. So start comparing. You'll be amazed. Thanks.